Alright, Turbine Doctor back with you. Over here looking at this Farmall again. Not decided I'm completely going to start working on it to restore it, but I am going to cut down these trees, and then I'm going to try to pull the spark plugs out, check see if there's any water on the cylinders, and if that looks pretty good, then I'll look around the block, see if there's any cracks in it, and maybe go ahead and spray some oil, some Kroll oil, in there on top of the pistons, let that soak for a couple of days, and see if we can get the engine broke free. I think that's going to be the determining factor whether I mess with this thing anymore. Sorry about that light. I did some research and I've come to the conclusion, and so has a Barnyard Mechanic, that this is a Farmall Super A. One determining factor I had with that is the hydraulics on it. The A did not have hydraulics, the Super A did. And also come to the conclusion it's not a BN. Now that picture I showed you of the data tag underneath the seat had what I believe to be BN on it, and can't make it out very clear. It does show up better on the video than it does here in person, but I believe that if that does say BN, that seat may have come off of a BN and been put on here. So I was looking at the width between the wheel well, the fender, and the tire, and I kind of thought maybe that's a BN. But then I got looking at it even closer, and the wheels appear to be dished out, which that would push the tire out wider and give me the illusion of longer axles, which I'm not very familiar with the axles on these. I'm just getting started in them, really. I've driven them for years, back when I was a kid, of course. So come to the conclusion this is a Super A. Now, the exact year I'm not sure of. I did show you a picture of that code right there. There's a K on the end of it, 924K, I believe, and I think that K signifies a 41 or 42, somewhere in there. I'm going to look around, find some more information on this thing, see if I can get some. There's a block number right there. I can't really read it very well from here. Anyhow, I'm going to try to track down the year of it. But for now, I'm going to cut these trees down and see if we can get the engine broke free, where she will turn over. And if we can get that done, then I think she might be worthy of going ahead and trying to get her running. Maybe not do a full restoration on it right now, just enough to get her running, get her in the garden, get her working again. I do like these old tractors. And we'll see the availability of parts and how we can go from there. I guess that logo right there will help give it a termination. It's a Super A instead of an A, because the A's had Farmall written across here from the pictures I've seen of them. And we're going to take a few more looks a little closer around in here. The front end is stretched out. It pins in the 5th hole. So they just got her widened out. That's a Super A that's been widened out. And we're going to see. Let me go ahead and shut this thing off and get these trees cut down, get it cleaned up a little bit in here, and we'll start working on getting those spark plugs out. Hang tight. Okay guys, getting ready to fire up the chainsaw and cut down some trees. bring you back later when I'm done. Okay, back with you now. Looks a little different from here, doesn't it? Look through here. Yep. I'll let those two stumps right there so I can see them. I can't get in there real close. Got a couple of planters or something back here. I didn't want to take a chance of hitting my chain on that metal. Chain's not all that sharp. I've used it some this winter for cutting wood, so it is a little dull, but metal still does not go well with chainsaw teeth. And you can see, got her opened up around here. Got that tree cut down completely. Yep, got her opened up a little bit in here. Some vines pulled off of it. Now we're gonna see if we can get this hood off and see about getting some spark plugs out. I'll set you up here on a tripod. That's a pretty good view. Maybe we'll just take this other side off. We're going to lift it up. May not be able to. It seems to be frozen in there pretty good. There's that one. Loosen up, rusted up pretty good. So I'll get back with you on this one. Okay, here we are back. You can see I got the hood up, got it spun around. I still can't get the air breather cap off. I have sprayed it with Kroll oil, see if we can start loosening that up. But I got it up out of the way so we can get in here. I've already taken the plug wires off. Sprayed around each one of them with some Kroll oil, let it soak for a minute. Found out the proper size socket. Got my extension in there, 1/2 inch drive ratchet. Let's just see if one of these will move. Wow, that one's moving. Got a few other things sprayed down with Kroll oil. Things that, if we do proceed forward with this, we'll want to move. This spark plug don't look too bad. Let's see if I can keep these in order where they are. That one's moving. These should be alright as far as getting out. Open a little holler in there. Keep the water off of them. Had a hood on it, so hopefully there's not too much rust. Under better conditions, I would have taken an air hose and blown out around these to get some of that junk out of there, keep it from falling down the cylinder. But at this point, we're not even sure she's worth that. Okay. Now I'm putting a little bit longer extension. Get out here. I do not want any busted knuckles. Okay. go along a little further if we decide to go ahead and tear into this thing. I'm going to want some of you guys to start telling me where I can find some parts. I've already got owner's manual, a shop manual, and a parts manual. I ordered off eBay. All three of them coming. So I like books anyhow. So even if I don't do it, it's good reading. That one may require a little bit more time. This one's gonna fight me. I'll get back with you on this one too. Okay, with the help of a breaker bar, I was able to get that last one out. That was a little tough. One thing I want to check right now is see if we got any water on the cylinders. That could tell me something bad happened. I know the exhaust pipe was missing for a while. That's why my brother-in-law put the beer can on there. The beer was good, by the way. So maybe the rain came down the exhaust manifold, went in, found an open valve, filled that cylinder up. I don't know. That might tell us whether it's worthwhile to go into it after all dry. So stick it right here in this first one, and can't get her to go very far. Don't exactly know the configuration of what's going on in there. That one seems to be clean. Maybe that one's the top dead center. I don't know. Alright, this one's going in there a little further. Okay. That one's clean. That one really went in there. That one, okay, that one's got, I'm going to bring it in here so you can see this. That one's got about that much water on top of the piston. I believe I'm on top of the piston. It went down and stopped. Got about an inch of liquid. I'm going to call it water. I haven't put any oil in lately. That may not be a good thing. Any of you guys out there with experience with this, please chime in. You got water on it. Is it a lost cause? Is it forget about it, don't worry, or call it a scrap yard, or can I recover from it? I'm assuming it has sleeves in it. I'm not sure. How hard is it to replace a sleeve, own them, what? But until I hear back, I'm going to continue on. And we got that one, I think. That one stops. Goes a little further down than that one. I'm not sure about the crank throws on this. That one's clean. That one goes in roughly that far. That one doesn't go. It goes not right there. So these two are about the same depth. That one's right there. That one's a little deeper. So, and that's the one with water in it. So I don't know about the crank throws on it, but anyhow, where I got on it, the only thing I'm finding is water on this one so far, for whatever that test is worth. So probably if any of them are seized up, it's that one. But just in case, it can't hurt. I have a little crawl wall in there. You get something better than nothing. A real liberal shot. That one I'm really going to get some. I know oil is lighter than water. It's probably going to float. But maybe somehow or another it'll mix in and find its way in there. I don't know. But Tractor seems to be in neutral. Just kick the gibbers. Okay, she is seized up. I'm going to give her a couple of days, see what this oil does, if it does anything. And I'm not in any big hurry. I just want to know if it's worth even proceeding any further with. So we'll come back in a couple of days, maybe even a week or two, whenever time permits, take a little look at it. In the meantime, if any of you guys know a good way to get on this thing other than the crank handle, that may be the best way to go. Put some leverage on it to help break it free, or any tips. I am open to suggestions. For right now, I guess that's about as far as we're going to go with this. Other than trying to get some numbers off of it. You don't need to be here for that. We'll talk to you later.